Hey guys, it's me Noah here with the CP Gamers, bringing you the 18th update on building Endor in LEGO. So as you guys can see, we have the tree in the back done pretty much, and that tree is basically done, and I'm going to go into some more detail on those in just a second, but just kind of giving you guys an overview. This is pretty much going to be the total length of the MOC. I mean, the total size completely, because that's the width. The width is already defined, but over there you can see that I kind of have that little bit of brown that needs to be covered up, but that's going to be the size of the MOC, so it's getting to be pretty large. I think I like how it's looking so far. The AT-AT is going to be kind of in the center, so it's kind of like the focus, and I am going to kind of remaster my AT-AT. It needs a little bit of work, but you know, I already fixed the legs, so those are looking nicely. Over there we have some changes to the little tunnels that I made. So I guess I'll just start showing you guys in detail some of the changes. I'm sorry that I don't have the top part of this tiled up, but you can see what it's going to look like. I actually really like using these pieces here. It gives it kind of like a nice little dome effect at the top, and it helps me save parts. But this is what that's going to look like. And these little sections are pretty part heavy, unfortunately, so I do have kind of the frame finished with all of them, but like I said, I don't have the tiles in the middle. I don't have all the pieces that I need to create these little sections right here, which are just kind of like, you know, little upside down bricks that I used to connect the top part of the railings in. So that's what these are going to look like. They're pretty cool. I like them. I actually have a whole bunch of them done. I think basically all of them, you know, just obviously not with the parts that I still have to order, which is just, you know, the roof and the tiles. But you know, this is what they look like. They're looking pretty cool. This one's gonna be hard to do because I can't take it apart, like I can't take it down when I want to work on it, but you know, it shouldn't be too bad. So let's look at the trees for this MOC, because I know that there's a lot of different opinions on the trees so far, and I've been working on them quite a bit, so I want to make sure that they look as good as possible before I show you guys the final version of the trees. So I'm gonna try and grab this one, just one hand. I guess it's not that hard to grab, but okay, let me stick it on. There. Okay. So this is what it's looking like. At the top, you know, I tried to make it as thick as I can at the top, and unfortunately this little platform is kind of limiting the length that the leaves can go down, which is, you know, it's not that great, but the other trees won't have these platforms. This platform is just unique for, I might have like 2 trees that have this little ewok hut on them. And speaking of the ewok hut, you know, I really wanted to make sure that this ewok hut looked natural, so I put some of those leaves on there. I'm not exactly sure how I like it, but I think it looks better from a distance than it does up close. I mean, up close it doesn't look so bad. We have the little torches sticking out on the side, and those torches are actually serving 2 purposes. They also, they're connecting these leaves, and they're also connecting them at an angle because the torch piece is connected on some weird little pivoted arm. So I like how that worked out. It kind of just got lucky there. But that one's looking pretty good. I actually really like that. It's looking pretty dense at the top with the leaves. I mean, each one of these trees uses probably, I don't know, there's probably 50 of these little pieces in here. And you know, back to the argument of the regular Lego leaves. Let's see if I can find one in here to show you guys what I'm talking about. Here we go. So these just regular Lego leaf pieces, you know, this is basically all I have of them. Each one of these, I mean, some people sell them for like 25 cents each, whereas these pieces, you know, they cover so much more area, and they're about 5 cents each. So like, just from a purely monetary standpoint, it's worth at least trying these, and I do like how they're looking out, or how they're looking so far. So let me show you the other tree. I mean, the other tree is over on the other side, and let me try and move the light so you can get a better view. This tree is kind of what the majority of them will look more like this tree than the other one, because this one doesn't have an Ewok little hut on it. So That's what it's going to look like. It's not so bad. I think it's got about half of it is about trunk, and the other half is, you know, the leaves. This one, like I said, has got about 50 of these dark green little sloped bricks on there, so it's looking pretty decent there. I like how it looks from all the sides, which is important to me to make sure that it doesn't just look good from one angle. So yeah, that one's looking pretty cool. I mean, there are some different opinions on these trees and some different opinions on how you should make Lego trees. I mean, I'll include some images of how other people have made Endor trees or just trees in general, and you can let me know what you think about them. But you know, these are looking pretty good now. I mean, I've worked on these for weeks now, and they are actually looking pretty decent now. So I'm going to probably keep them. Maybe, you know, still modify them a little bit, but you know, the denser the better for the leaves up there, and you know, they're cheaper than using the other ones, the other Lego bricks. So I like how they're working so far. I know I said last week that I would have this little dome section finished, and I did order some parts, but I don't know what it is about these parts. I'll show you the part that I mean. These parts here, I ordered, you know, the correct amount of them, but I don't know what it is about them. People seem to always send me very, like, dirty ones. I don't know what set these come on in the past. So let's see if you can get some of the... Yeah, you can see there's some dirt on these. So I have to kind of wash them before I use it. I really don't know what set these come on in the past, but I've ordered them from several different sources, and sometimes they're so dirty that I can't even use them, so I just kind of, you know, get rid of them. But some of them are alright. I have to wash the others, but hopefully they'll be ready for next week. I'm sorry about that. But if you guys know what set these pieces come in, and you know, it's probably an old set, because I think I've ordered from 3 or 4 different people, and some of them have been extremely, like, covered in dirt and stuff. So I'm just curious. I don't know what's going on with those pieces, but I do have them now, so it should be good. Should be good for going next week. We have some of the curved pieces up there already built, and then the rest of the supplies are in there. You know, I got my large tile pieces and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, I mean, speaking of the actual bunker over there, not much has changed. I'm kind of stockpiling the tiles that I have. Hopefully I don't need to buy too many more inside the bunker. I have been listening to what you guys said about the caution tape tile pieces in there. Just to be clear, those are printed bricks or printed tiles. They're not stickers. I don't like stickers either. But you know, there's some mixed responses on those. So until I get the tile in there, you know, the floor tile, I'll probably leave them, and then we can see what it is after that. So as you guys can see over there, still got a little bit of ways to go. This needs to be built up, and then the landing pad needs to be created. So still some work to go. This is definitely a large MOC, and a lot of work going into it. So if you guys like what I'm doing, please be sure to support me by subscribing to the channel and telling your friends about the builds. I know a lot of people like these large Star Wars builds, so any sharing of the video would be greatly appreciated. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with update number 19 of Building Endor.